Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. On today's show, Michael Allen will be here from the National Park Service to tell us about what they're doing. And then the Bow Affair, an intense male mentoring program for high school males to foster leadership development throughout a series of workshops throughout the community and their service. Kristen Miller will be here, along with Lamar Moorhead, to answer questions.
Coming up, I get to speak to our very own Randolph Miller, how his vocal cords were put to the test.
Okay, we're here on Bounce Around Charleston, and standing here with me, Brother Michael Allen, the Community Partnership Specialist for the National Park Services. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
And thank you for having me again, sir.
Yes, sir. So you've got a whole lot to tell us about. You won some awards. There's a special event that's going to be happening, and then there's something about Reconstruction. So I'll let you tell me where you want to begin.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me here again. You know, I am a member of the African American Heritage Commission, which is almost 25 years of age.
25 years
And earlier this year, they provided me with a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
I guess for the work that I've done in preserving, protecting.
But you've been working this for quite some time.
Yeah, in fact, this month makes 35 years of working with the National Park Service.
Wow, 35 years.
Yes, so they have decided to recognize me for the work that I've done. Earlier this year as well, the National Park Service did the same and recognized me for Outstanding Achievement Award for Diversity and Inclusion. So I've done that. And late last year, the state did the same thing through the Governor's Award, Lifetime Achievement Award for Preservation of the State
You've been getting
history.
awards all around the place then. That's wonderful, Michael.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Well, I appreciate it. But, you know, I want to share with you, I'm involved with another project that's important, I think, to all of us standing here today, and that's the whole genre and time of Reconstruction.
Reconstruction, yes.
The time that we know that transition between the ending of the American Civil War and moving into Jim Crow. The Park Service realized that's a very important part of our American experience that's not often talked about or recognized. So I'm part of a team that's actually working and walking and talking with people throughout the Southeast to identify places, buildings, locations, sites, and groups that are working to preserve that part of our American experience.
So once all of this is done, then what's going to happen?
Well, as always, any report that you do with the government, you have to put it back together and wrap it up and turn it to the director of the National Park Service. And from there, you know, support can be provided maybe to institutions around the Southeast that protect Reconstruction history. New historic markers perhaps can go up to recognize these locations. Sites may even be listed on the National Register
so
or historic
people
landmarks.
will also be able to visit these sites.
Yes, one of the things, I have an intern working with me right now that she's compiling a database, a list of sites throughout the Southeast that are associated with Reconstruction, like McLeod Plantation, which is on James Island, which was the headquarters for the Freedmen's Bureau, if you did not know, during and after the American Civil War.
Wow. Okay. So then, with all of that that's happening, tell me something else that's going to be going on. Anything else special?
Well, with that, the National Park Service is moving into another phase of its history. In fact, a year from now, we will turn 100.
100 years old?
Yeah, 100 years old. I won't been in for 35 years, okay? And so we've been tasked by our national office to be more inclusive, to be more diverse, and how can we engage new audiences to visit our sites. And if you did not know, here in the Low Country, we have Fort Moultrie on Sullivan's Island.
Yes, we do.
We have Fort Sumter that you can see out in the harbor.
Yes.
We have our Visitor Educational Center downtown adjacent to the aquarium. And we have the Charles Pinckney National Historic Site, which is in Mount Pleasant across the street from Boone Hall. And so those are your National Park Service sites that are here locally.
And people need to come and visit these sites.
You know, the times that we find ourselves in, sir, you know, looking at history and culture and asking, you know, what happened 150 years ago, our National Park Service sites have the answer. You know, without a Fort Sumter, there's no conversation that we're engaged in today, because that's where the American Civil War began.
And even at Fort Moultrie.
Yes, even at Fort Moultrie, it goes back to the time of the American Revolution, number one. And one special thing to your viewers, I would encourage them when they come out to Fort Moultrie, we have three places I want them to see. One is the African Importation Marker that we dedicated in July of 1999. Secondly, we worked with Dr. Toni Morrison in 2008 and put one of her bench spotted road, which is at Fort Moultrie. And in 2009, we opened African Passage, which is an exhibit, permanent exhibit, I would say to you, in the Fort Moultrie Visitor Center that talks about the arrival, the history, the legacy of Gullah Geechee people and African Americans in our American experience.
And we need to come out and see this.
Yes, we do need to come out and see this because they were placed there for us as Americans to see, to learn, and I believe, as I was sharing earlier, that our historic sites are places of reflection, are places for healing, are places for restoration and awareness of our place in our American journey.
Do we need to call and make reservations, or you just come?
You just come. They're all open to the public. Every day except Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving, so we're there. Come out and visit your local National Park Service sites.
Is there a fee?
To go out to Fort Sumter, you do have to pay the fee to ride the boat out. That's part of a private company that takes you there. And to go out to Fort Moultrie, there's a small family package, which I think is $5 for a family to
$5.
visit.
Wow.
And the Educational Center downtown and the Charles Pinckney site, they are free. But we're open there for you, the American public, and those of the low country to see it.
Well, we want to say we congratulate you on all of the awards that you have been presented with, and we thank you for the history that you're telling us about, and we're going to bring you back again after you've put all this stuff together about the Reconstruction so the public can know it's time now. Let's check it out.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you, too, again.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll be right back after this break.